cold, like a robot. Communicate only the most vital information. Don't die too much. SSA Spartan says nay. He's going to go the opposite route. He is a man full of fire. He is a man full of emotion. And a man who dies a lot.
And that's why you pick Crystal Maiden.
And that's why you pick Crystal. Really, out of all the heroes.
If you like to die on supports, this one will do it for you.
Surely there's got to be better heroes to utilize the SSA Spartan aggression, right? Ogre, Abaddon.
You just haven't seen his Crystal Maiden yet.
All right. Well.
But I think this game is looking to be a very fast-paced game because both these teams went for really strong side lane combination pairings. And especially from Brame, the early aggression looks like it's the name of the game here. Like you have Skywrath, Crystal Maiden supports. You have this Sand King, Wind Ranger who really want to get stuff done in the early game. Huge amount of early spell damage, huge amount of early side lane skirmishing. It's kind of up to Secret to weather that storm and try and punch back. This Chen Wraith King is an old school lane combo. Can't sleep on the early skeletons, whatever creeps Puppy's going to pull out of that jungle. The one lane I'm worried about is potentially this Axe lane. He might end up in a cut scenario. But I'm kind of anxious to see what Ice's impact in this game is going to be because he does not have that super clear follow-up in terms of that Skywrath, the Power Shot, the Crystal Maiden spells that the Sand King has over on Brame's side. So he has to kind of pick and choose his jumps very carefully. And it looks like Brame's doing a little bit of lane shenanigans to start this one off.
Yeah, they certainly are. Looks like they're going to be trying to match up the offlaners against each other. The Sand King is actually somebody I want to talk about. The most picked hero for the Western European DPC. Paired up with the most successful duo in Sand King and Skywrath Mage. I believe they've won 75% of the games together. They've only lost 2 games in total. And that was both actually in the Entity versus Gaming Gladiator season. In fact, this season started off with Entity versus Brame, where Brame lost 2-0 against Entity against this very combo. They then took it themselves to play up against at least one of those games against Nigma Galaxy and managed to win that game. Now they're going to try it here again against Secret. I mean, is this something that Entity, do you think they were just ahead of the curve on, figured something out, got some really nice wins with what is looking to be one of the favorite combos of the patch?
It's hard to say how much of it's a combination or how much of it's just Sand King doing work with any good follow-up. And then also this Skywrath. Somehow this hero turned into one of the better HOD buyers, if you'll believe that statement. So maybe there's some little skew there in terms of Harpy Creep having some action later, but I can see why these heroes would be strong this patch. There's a lot of early to mid-game skirmishing. It's where these heroes excel. And this Skywrath, he's a strong laner. His concussive shot has gotten buffed over time, and it puts him in a position where they could pull ahead in this tri-lane. The 1v1 I think is going to be pretty hard for 11 up here, because Yapsor skewed it, and now he's looking bottom for that first blood.
And it is going to be Spartan, Man of Ritual.
The most suitable target.
Yeah,
always.
True.
You know, it's just going to pump him up. You know?
Exactly. He's just like, we got it, guys. The ritual is complete. I fed first blood, and now we can begin to own.
You fools.
It's like Obi-Wan said, you know, strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
We'll see if he can unlock that level of power, but...
Okay, so you talked about... why did they pick the Axe, in your opinion? Because they picked it up really early.
I think Secret's kind of just in this position where they're asking Ice, what do you think is strong? What do you want to play? We're going to first phase your hero. Okay. I feel like they first phase his hero all the time, and they're just going to take whatever he's very confident with. So maybe he had some good pubs on and he's been feeling the hero. Maybe they have a unique item build, but honestly, this Axe, we're going to see Spartan taking some more damage here.
Throws out his spells before he dies. He pops the Fairy Fire, maybe? No, he does indeed die. And the Purge isn't going to be enough. Desire does manage to get that last hit in. So this time around, Spartan manages to trade his life. And Yapsor, as a result, will actually be pretty low on mana after that exchange. So that is an upside for Brame, at least.
Spartan he is playing up in this lane, I'll tell you that. Traditionally, you don't want to be the one getting gone on as a Crystal Maiden.
He's also playing the left-hand side, which is where the Chen is going to be coming out with this neutral creep. It's very interesting.
Very aggressive, and he'll pay some of the price because he doesn't have TP to get back into this lane, so he'll be out of it for a while. The upside is the PA getting the kill, and a lot of this XP is very nice for him. And I was going to say, this tri-lane feels like it caught Secret a little off guard because they did not itemize amazingly for it.
Okay.
in some senses. But at the same time, I'm not sure if it actually is that good, because Axe getting a one-on-one is traditionally where this hero can thrive. Like, Axe is one of the best wave cutter, Omega turbo farmers, getting to that 10-minute blink Vanguard potential.
Yeah.
He's not having that level of a game, though, so
Yeah,
a little worried for Secret on the lanes here.
The Axe pick was so curious to me just because I was like, okay, that hero can be good right now, but I feel like so often your laning phase falls a little flat. They are going to be able to catch Puppey out on the side here, as I believe Yapzor was looking around for the 4-minute water rune. He comes back to lane now, and they might just be able to catch Desire here, as no armor means those skeletons will do some serious work to the Skywrath Mage.
Brame really has to be careful playing on the side like this. Like, their heroes are way stronger than the 3-on-3 on the lane, especially on these early levels. You're not going to beat Crystal Maiden Skywrath in an early new core. But you play on the side like this, these supports, 0 armor, CM's a 280 MS, you're just super exposed. And you're getting caught by this Rubik and Chen, who don't really have the greatest spells, arguably, early on in the lane. Now you're giving them some extra XP. Puppey's already up to level 3.
All right, Nubito.
Now you can turn this.
Feeding away his courier. A little bit awkward. Spartan. He gets into a little bit of a brawl here. Puppey, though, happy to take any engagement, as he's got the double creeps going on right now.
Puppey will lose that Harpy.
That's a sad one to lose, especially in this tri-lane scenario. That harassment damage probably felt pretty good.
This is the point where I feel like Brame wishes they were snowballing this lane a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think Seeker got some cheeky kills on that side that they maybe weren't supposed to get, and it's kind of salvaging this lane a little bit. Sumail's already up to his helm, so he's going to be chilling after that with the stick charges he'll get in that helm. And now it's a question of how long can this PA stand down here, I think, because at some point this Chen will become a menace with the creeps he can muster up. CM shuts it down a little bit, but the CM, she's going to be some negative GPM for a while.
Yeah. He's rocking, what's his net worth actually right now? Because he's rocking 1 CS. I'm curious if he's passed over the default line.
He's above it, so he's still positive for a little bit, but
all right.
You know, there's always time to lose a little bit more.
1K net worth lead for Team Secret. What'd you make of the mid-hero matchup? The Wind Ranger, I thought, was a little curious. I mean, Wind Ranger, I feel like, is just such a hit-or-miss hero, especially right now.
It really is. Maybe just a comfort hero for Thug. There wasn't anything that screamed out, oh, this is the Wind Ranger game of all time. And I think they also gave Secret a very easy counterpick. I think Wind Ranger's there's a lot of heroes you can pick mid that a lot of mid players are very happy to go up against this hero with, and Void Spirit's one of them. So Nisha is definitely going to be feeling good in this game about having his last pick. He can secure rune control with Astral Step. He's going to have a game where he can potentially pop off and make up for some of the early damage that Secret supports lack.
You can see right now, this is the problem of the matchup that we were talking about.
Early
in
dust
fact, Ice is going to go for it. Early dust pickup. No mana for a Burrow Strike out of this situation. Ice should be able to cut him down eventually here. Gets the spins required. No Culling Blade needed. And they gave him this 1v1, and he is thriving as a result. So now up 2,000 for Team Secret. Brame maybe questioning some of their laning phase decisions.
Looking to get the return kill on him, though.
And might be able to get it with Nubito left alone at bottom lane. They try and get a little aggressive, but still the return kill is there as the 2 supports rotate around.
But this is where PA has to leave bottom, and Sand King needs to defend this tower. I don't think he has a choice here, so it's a decent lane swap by Brame, because I don't think Sand King wanted to stay up there too much longer. And he'll get to deal with this huge push, which there is no other hero who can deal with it.
Yeah.
So maybe some fortunate timing there in some sense.
Oh, dude, they're
he dies.
Able to grab him quickly. Telekinesis pull back into the Void Spirit. Does manage to get a Burrow Strike away. There's another Astral Step, though, and Nisha lands it perfectly. Killing the Sand King now ensures that this bottom tower will die.
And he'll get the rune.
Oh, he got a regen rune.
Super big for him. Now he can stay out on the map. He can still contest this mid. Insanely good rotation by him to read that play, too. He was there super well ahead of time, knowing Sand King only has one choice at that point in the game to defend this push. So not only do they pick up the Sand King TP, the Sand King kill, and the tower, he somehow gets the rune off the top of that.
Oh, this does not look like a great idea. They are going to be able to intercept the supports as they start filtering in from Team Secret, and they might be able to kill Yapzor here as he's stuck inside the trees. Thug Well, there's really nowhere. Yeah, so he tries to use that cheeky little spot. Now they can't see him, but they do know he's there anyway. Good spot out by Thug. And that'll be a healing salve used up as well.
And Ice went for this max Battle Hunger build, so these Battle Hungers, they will add up and they will hurt. This is not an easy lane for PA to stand in.
No.
This is kind of a move Brame was forced into again. Like, you have to defend your PA up here, because she has nowhere else to go at this point in time. But this map, it's getting constricted pretty fast for Brame. It already feels like Puppy's just jungling, Sumail's jungling. They lost their offlane tower, which it's one of the weirder towers to lose this early, because it kind of leaves your offlaner stranded alone like this.
Yeah.
And especially not a tower I think Brame wanted to lose when their supports want to be super aggressive. Like, their two supports in Skyrath and Maiden do not want to be stuck in the safe lane just leeching XP.
Right.
It's not ideal for them. Their ults are nice, but I'm worried for Spartan this game. Where is he going to get the levels?
Yeah, combined, they could probably make a decent combination if they have the levels to be able to run around together and get kills off their level 6s.
Yeah, I mean, he can leech at mid. But I feel like this Crystal Maiden, she really wants a lot of levels. It's not, I don't think you're just happy being at the normal just level 6 as a support for that 10 to 15 minute period. You're going to have to make something happen during that span of time along with your Skyrath.
Yeah.
And the problem is the majority of it is enabled off this Sand King's game. She has a fast blink, which...
Okay, this is big. If they can get it, no Astral Step, no Dissimulate. Nisha should be dead here. Gets Thug first, though.
God.
That's going to feel terrible. And this shield is actually taking up so much physical damage. He's going in. Out. He's going back in for it. Oh, what a kill from Nisha. Don't tell me he lives. He lives. Oh, my God, he's coming back. Nisha, you absolute monster.
There's just, I mean, that is about as big a disaster that can happen to you on 4 heroes for this one Void Spear. Can't even get him. I will say probably the MVP in that fight outside of that double damage is Puppy already had a mech completed. Just comes in and bails his boy out.
Yeah, that means that is a tri-lane that did not go as expected. Look at the shield he gets up. All physical damage. They finish off Thug. He can't cut through that shield. He gets a little bottle hits up.
Maybe he didn't even have the mech.
Yeah,
he just lived without it, huh? I assumed he got mech somewhere in there.
He got bottle hits and salves, but...
Wow, that's even crazier. Like, just... Nisha's just taking this game over. He had that crazy good move bottom that opened up the tower. He's gotten full rune control. This is just a hard game if he gets all the runes, too. And he already has completed Witchblade. He is Omega Jack this game.
This cannot feel good. Having your Sand King locked down to defending towers when you've got Sand King Skywrath, like that's supposed to be a combo, running around killing people.
It definitely does not feel good. This is not where you want to be on the map at this point in time for Brame. Especially when you have these two supports who so much early spell damage, even that power shot can connect. You're just playing defensively. It's not how these heroes want to function.
And Brame, they would have decent comeback potential, right? If PA had good enough farm to have like a fast Battle Fury and could farm stacks, but because they did that tri-lane and it failed, she's the lowest net worth core in the game. So that kind of kills any real narrative about like how Brame could come back into the game.
She just has nowhere to go either. Part of that offlane tower dying is Ancients get open. Thug's just getting... Well, there's some cold armor for you.
Yep. We actually haven't talked about that fact, the axe change. Have you played the new axe since he's got this perma-stacking buff of the armor?
I did get to play it once. I'm pretty sure I griefed that game. Apologies to whoever was in it. But it did feel interesting. This hero can scale like a beast late game with a bunch of different just random ags, shards, refreshers, whatever you name it.
Yeah.
He deals a lot of damage, so you do have to worry about this hero getting to that point, but they might not even have a chance to see that in action as Secret is just taking this game over.
Yeah, this is looking like, I don't know what Brame needs to do to stem the bleeding right now because they're down 5K right now. They, as you said, the PA doesn't really have anywhere to go. I mean, they desperately need that Blink Dagger on Sand King, and then maybe they can go ahead and go for some smoke plays, maybe as 4, maybe as full 5, I don't really know. Feels like they need everything. Ice, meanwhile, he's gonna get a Blink Dagger after Phase Hood Earn. gives you an idea of how much farther ahead he is in net worth over the Sand King, who, again, they did have that 1v1 to start the laning phase.
And he's highest level in the game. This is right where you want to be if you're an Axe. Like he itemized and skilled for this early battle hunger, the Earn Hood phase, as you said. This is super early game pressure oriented. This is where you want to run at the opponents, get stuff done. This is not a game where he's just going to go farm Ancients.
At least they're going to find a pick off here. It is going to be Yapzor, who last second does manage to get the shackle shot. Doesn't stop the damage of the Sky, though. Meanwhile, 11, Burrow Strike. Oh, he's caught by the Remnant. It pulls him back. He couldn't get over the cliff, and now he's dead. Once again, Ice now up to 5 kills.
That's a level 2 Cull, so he's getting a little more armor, you know.
Yeah.
Already up to 6. Got to be careful how much you're feeding him.
Getting nasty.
Sand King's just a vending machine at this point, you know.
Look at him. Oh. I'm not even sure if he would have made it over the cliff without the Void Remnant, but either way, he's pulled back to his doom.
Just feels like this lane setup really bit him in the ass. Like,
yeah.
Maybe the execution just wasn't there, but the way that tower died to the Chen Wraith King so early, and then this Axe just winning that 1v1. And on top of Nisha's moves. I mean, Nisha just outplayed him to a degree, too.
True.
It's going to be hard to come back from an early game like that, but this is a rough position to be in. They are already in a steep uphill climb to win this game.
You did talk about early on the threat that a Chen Wraith King lane,
yes.
Very, very dangerous. Do you think that threat is what led Brame to their decision-making?
Maybe, but at the same time, your Sand King's the best hero to deal with that sort of pressure. And he's going to get called.
Oh, no, no, no.
No culling blade, though.
No culling, but hey, you know, it's something.
Nisha, give your boy some armor, man. You don't need all the kills this game.
Nothing is going right for Brame today.
I mean, they read it, but Secret just read him better.
Yeah, they really did. And now that means Team Secret is going to be able to get a very early first Roshan pickup. They're going to give Nisha the Aegis because Nail certainly doesn't need it, and it doesn't look like Ice is going to be dying anytime soon, not with how farmed he is. He's going to catch Spartan here, perhaps. Spartan shows himself. He doesn't, though. Wisely hides away into the trees. They're going to need some sort of Dream Blink Epicenter freezing field, and Epicenter is still on cooldown, so...
You're going to have to kill Nisha twice, though. That is a tall order. And Sumail twice.
Yeah.
This is the area you want to fight in if you're Brame, though. Nisha's TPing out. If they know this...
Yeah, it's an opportunity. They're immediately going to be able to jump the Wraith King. That's going to be life number 1 down, but Nisha did cancel his teleport. He comes right back at the fight, goes for the punish. Astral Step, maybe burning out Thug
Still a
with a
maiden ult.
stun. Still not quite done. Now the Shackle Shot, Sumail is indeed dead. They killed the PA bottom lane, but honestly, any trade of one for one for Brame, well worth it, I would say.
Yeah, I take that every day of the week.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate PA dies, but they do get that tower, and, you know, she finished Battle Fury. She can start to catch up. Her net worth isn't looking too bad, and slowing down Secret's tower taking momentum is the biggest factor here.
Fortunately, Spartan takes one look at a creep, and immediately Secret will pounce and kill him.
Someone's got to pay the price this game. As long as you're not feeding more of those armor stacks, I think you're chilling, you know?
Yeah, yeah. How many more pounds of flesh do you need out of Spartan?
He did get a lot of levels out that fight. He's almost 10. And he's got 1,800 gold. What are you going to buy, sir?
That's a good question. See, Ice pretty much solo killed Nobito earlier. Culling Blade didn't actually land, so another stack opportunity missed out on.
Brame they have to use a Sand King, but it also feels like the Sand King needs to keep farming and shoving out waves. Every time he shows Secret, they're not afraid of anything in this game. And Nisha, he's definitely not afraid of it.
Oh no, he's not Burrow Strike before he could get caught by Nisha, a teleport out. Smart move there from 11, spotted last second by Yapzor, but he couldn't get the telekinesis off. Desire may be in trouble here if Nisha sees him. Looks like he may have slipped away, but they have perhaps bigger fish to fry. They know the Phantom Assassin is down here.
She has no TP for 15.
Ooh, That is real bad. They don't see anybody just yet. Thug hiding in the trees. They're going to throw out Remnant. Oh, he cut through the tree and managed to get to the other. Oh, never mind. He Tumblr's toy to the other side of that tree. That's how we got away from that.
This is pretty good for Brame. Anytime you can dodge this Aegis fight, start catching up on your other two cores, shove the other lanes out. Some of Secret's heroes like this Chen Rubik are not super happy to run across the map like that, so definitely a win for Brame, and Nubito gets to stay down here as well.
Yeah, that's great.
He's super happy.
Staying out on the map, all important right now.
I actually think it's really big he didn't TP back there.
They're going to be able to find Thug, though. Oh, this Culling Blade, man. It's hard to land. He does have a Blade Mail now on ice, which is absolutely devastating against PA, and then Skywrath, Sand King, Crystal Main. They have just some AoE damage that's going to get thrown around that's going to hit the Blade Mail.
Yeah, but they're probably dying in the fight anyway, so
that's true.
If they tank it for their team, I'd be pretty happy with it.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under
But yeah,
attack.
it's a great item for Axe this game. He definitely do a lot of work for it. Probably means he won't be going for any type of early BKB, but he is queuing up that pipe, which this is an amazing pipe game.
They spotted Nubito thanks to a nice aggressive ward, but
Smart,
at the
just
same
hold.
time, they spot the Chen. They do manage to get that kill, but Ice is here with a nice two-man call, and the rest of the team is closing in from the side. Ice should be able to get at least one kill here. Spartan's going to get burned down by the Urn. 11's pretty low, and a nice Void Remnant catches him in the end. Nisha ensures a third kill from this team fight, and maybe even a fourth. Thug. Nisha got to go for it. No, he's just offering a high five. He says, "Don't worry, friend. My astral step isn't up just yet."
Just letting you know he was thinking about it.
He said, if my cooldowns were up, you would be dead right now.
Still space for Nobito, but it feels like every fight Thug does not get to have impact with this Wind Ranger is not a fight Brame is going to win.
Yeah, like how is this PA supposed to carry it all by himself? You know?
He can do some work. Like if Axe dies in the fight, this PA can do a lot of work. She can kill this. She can kill the Rubik. She can kill the Chen. She will scale in decent damage. Secret's not going to have super early anti-armor items outside of this mech on Puppy. But then it's a question of, you know, how are they able to kill this Axe first, and how much does it take? Because he is tanky.
Blink Dagger now for Yapsor. So he's going to be able to pick and choose his opportunity to jump in. Most likely looking to be able to steal Burrow Strike, but who knows? Maybe he finds a nice Mystic Flare, Freezing Field opportunity.
And on top of that, we see Puppy pick up this early shard. This is kind of one of the things that makes Chen super viable as patch.
Yeah.
He already has Golem creep super early in the game. That's another huge amount of HP that Brame has to chunk through, and their heroes are not ideally designed to be able to do that at this point.
I was convinced that Chen was going to be mega broken this patch, which hasn't turned out to be entirely the case just yet. Okay,
Throw him in.
Throw him into Thug and almost gets killed. As a result, Nisha does claim the last hit, though, thanks in part to that double damage. They frostbite him, keep inside the Mystic Flare. He no longer has that Aegis. Oh no, the Sand King's going to be caught chain stunned before he could Burrow Strike back inside his base. And look at them. Immediately, Nisha teleporting up to the top lane. They know when PA's always going to be on the opposite side of the map trying to farm up. They want to make sure he doesn't get too many opportunities to get closer to that BKB. I mean, the Shard would also be really nice against the Axe, but I feel like you've got too many problems at this point.
And you know, 11, he's salty about that Harpy creep vision resulting in his death there.
Oh,
he's telling
yeah.
Spartan, yo, go find it. Spartan's like, I don't want to go up this
Kill
hill,
his
man. You go up this hill.
He's ready to jump. Okay, the Frostbite. It should be enough. It does that double timer again. Nice silence there. Good reaction there from Desire. Follow-up from 11, but going on the Axe. Telekinesis tossed him out in the Mystic Flare. Once again, Yapsor using that very nicely. Telekinesis, he's going to jump forward with the Frostbite, grabs Thug, follow-up chain stun. That's going to be a dead Wind Ranger as well. 2 cores down on the side of Brame.
The EHP is just way too much for Brave to deal with. I don't know how they can engage into these heroes with the tank ability they already have. Part of also, like, Nisha with the Sange and Kaya. Just so much HP on him. And didn't think about it, but this Rubik save is insane this game.
Oh, yeah.
Like the lift out of the Sky Ult, the CM spells, whatever it is. I say that, and Nisha just under tier 4s. That's one way to chunk him.
Dissimulate does get him out of there, but Nubito, oh, he jumps in. He gets the BKB in time to be able to join in on that fight and get that critical kill. Now they're going to chase after Sumail.
Puppy says you're on your own, bro.
There's no better opportunity, but he's playing careful. Here comes Ice, thinking about going for the jump in. He sees how low that PA is, and you know he wants it. Blink is now back up, and he's going to go. Gets the call. Beautiful one that slams down the Phantom Assassin. And Brame gonna have to rethink any amount of aggression. Even with that pick off on Nisha, they still could not take a team fight.
I definitely understand wanting to go for more there, though. You're not going to get that opportunity every day. Nisha basically throwing his life into those tier 4s and getting frostbitten. That is a lot of gold to Nubito, though. He had a huge streak. It's over 1,000 gold for that one kill alone. I like how Puppy just TP'd out there. He's like, all right.
Bye.
See you later, boys. Good luck.
Puppy with Force Staff. So they have Telekinesis and Force Staff. Two different options to be able to get away from Mystic Flare, Epicenter, Freezing Field.
He's the same net worth as Thug.
That's blind blink call, just barely off, but Thug, he's stuck.
No TP.
He shows himself now, and oh dear, the TP coming in. He tries to go for the kill onto the Chen, but stopped in his tracks by the Frostbite. Godlike spree for Ice. It's one of the best games I've seen from Ice in quite some time.
It feels like he got given it a little bit, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Here's the platter, and he just slurped it up. But yeah, he's been owning this game. Super aggressive itemization. Played with Nisha, and it paid off. They'll find the Rubik kill, maybe?
Yeah, they barely get it. The Chen heal was almost enough to be able to stop it. The call goes out. 11. Looking for a way out of this one. The Burrow strike some distance away. Ice can keep pursuing if he wants to. But I like this. Brame not even like panic TPing back. They're actually going to look for a second strike here if somebody else shows.
This is good. This is how you have to play. You have to find the numbers advantages. Hope that Secret makes some mistakes. They give you a 1-on-4, 2-on-4, these types of scenarios. This is where their super high burst damage can work if the saves aren't there.
Look at these skeletons. That is gross. Oh my god, he's getting a TP point to Nisha. Nisha jumps out. Void Remnant not going to be able to catch Sand King just yet. He defensively blinks away. And Nubito, oh no! The last person you wanted to get caught and the TP's out.
Oh, they can't all TP.
Yeah, that's true. Somebody's got to go.
This is just the position they're forced into, though. There's no way they can ever win a 5-on-5 for so long, so gonna have to find these small, ratty plays on the map, but this is also where Secret can just force the Aegis and go high ground after this. Sumail has BKB, still have all this EHP coming out from the Chen. It's go time. They can end the game during this window for sure.
Brame gonna have to start coming up with some ideas on how to be able to hold this high ground against a Wraith King. Would you give Wraith King the Aegis and have him siege by himself?
No, I think you still give it to the Void Spirit here. Just let him go ham. Wraith King can frontline. If they engage on the Wraith King, it's going to take too many spells. It's going to make some opening for Nisha to go in anyway. Yeah. If you're not too worried. And Sumail, he's invincible with that BKB too, right? He's not going down. They have a bunch of armor ores at this point. The frost armor coming out. Just super annoying for PA to bite through when he's spell immune. I mean, you're going to need to land some godly shackle. That's why you picked this hero, so
that is
good
true.
luck to Thug.
Time for either Slacks to be right or Thug to be able to prove why they picked the Wind Ranger for him. Dude, this is so gross. I've seen this. Were you the one talking about this? About Chen just getting these summoners and then just hiding them around the map, and they would just constantly summon skeletons and push out lanes.
As much as I'd like to take credit, no, I believe that was someone else. But it is really annoying. It's just an automatic lane shover that's kind of annoying and hard to find.
Yeah.
Like we see this troll summoner bottom. It just closes the map out through something that's zero risk for you. People used to call it ghost shove. I don't know if that's still the term, but now it's skeleton shove, I guess. Yeah, spooky ghosts. Can't find them. Brame trying to make a move here. One of the few spots they can enter and get the high ground vision to try and find somebody on their own. Two of these heroes have 2 lives, though, and secret supports are not going to play up in front of their front line.
Yeah, you can see Ice. He's the one heading
They're
over.
try.
Not a bad opportunity to go for him. Do they have enough damage? No, the telekinesis tossing him away. A force staff as well, and all the heals coming in. And now it's going to be Brame turned around on as Desire's going to be the first one to die.
All right,
Spartan
they got him.
Probably going to fall here as well. They did manage to still get 2 for 2. Really nice positioning there with the freezing field. He's going to die eventually, but he'll get a lot of damage in. The shackle came through. They did manage to take life number 1 away from the Wraith King. Can they get him a second time? BKB for BKB. Samael opting to go straight for Desire. That's going to be a dieback on him as he throws out a last-second Rod of Atos onto a creep. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Spartan, who also bought back, might just be able to get the kill on Nisha as he baits him in the Astral Step. They do take away that Aegis, but it's another dieback on the side of Brame.
Shackle.
These two thugs shackle first. Can they get the crits to finish him off? They do! One last crit to be able to finish him off. Nisha dies. Nubito jumping forward. Gotta be careful, though, of these chain stuns.
They really want YapzOr here, but not going to give it to him. And that's a gem behind that tier 2 as well if they want to, if they're going to find it, which they will.
That is, I mean, Brame, yeah, like you were talking about how they were doing the right plays when it came to ratting. We just saw that team fight, which, yes, it cost buybacks and such, but they still cobbled together a good fight against a team that is so much farther ahead of them.
I mean, that's,
I have to wonder.
Best scenario for sure.
Yeah. I have to wonder, like, what Brame would look like if they just hadn't chose those laning phase decisions that they chose, right? Because retroactively, in hindsight, it looks like an absolute blunder, the decisions that they made, because they don't look like a bad team here, as they're going to be able to go for the axe, slow down. That is going to be a very
mistake,
dead Vito. He's going to be chain stunned. Severo Strike comes through. They do have the Mystic Flare. Once again, the Force Staff's going to come in. The Focus Fire is going to be enough, though. Thug's damage is good to go. Samael's going to casually 3-shot Desire before he goes ahead and defensively blinks out.
That's another core kill for Brame, which they're happy to take those because it's just so much XP and gold. But losing your PA is the one hero you don't want to lose. I'm pretty sure you're happy to trade the Wind Ranger or Sand King there, but
yeah,
you need this PA to keep snowballing. And yeah, I mean, it's hard to say if that lane decision was the setup or just the execution, because I could see that tri-lane going really well for them.
Yeah.
And then we could see an opposite scenario in this type of game where that Wind Ranger, Maiden Sky get to play more aggressively than Nisha, who just got to take advantage of that tri-lane going better for Secret on that bottom move, and then they make it up on that mid-skirmish fight. Now Brame's just been fighting from behind this entire game. They've done a decent job of it. Like, winning these fights from 20k down is never easy. They've done a very good job of finding Ice. I think is the biggest thing. Like, he is the mandatory target to bring down because it opens up the fight for your PA. If he gets to sit back and choose when he jumps, it's going to be miserable for them. And
oh, nice 2-man stun there. Thug's going to be able to follow it up with a BKB activating. Another telekinesis away, and this one will save Nisha, but they got the first life of Samael coming back. BKB immediately activated, but they do have a basher. Nubito, he doesn't want to take that man fight, though. He will accept the fact that Secret are going to back up without any losses, but it does at least extend the game further for Brame.
These guys are scrappy, man. They find some scrappy openings that looks like it really should go worse for them, but they managed to slide their way out at the last second.
After watching that Liquid series, that Game 3 Liquid Entity, and now this one, certainly seems like these European teams, you know, even when their backs are against the wall, they at least know how to put together competent team fights against the odds, right?
And you know, late game, that's where Wind Ranger shines. That's her timing if she can get there. She is a monster in the late game.
Ooh, we're finally going to be able to see. You know, Suns fan, he said, I just want to see some cool spells being stolen. Well, now he's going to get 2 different cool spells to be stolen.
He already has one pretty good one in Sandstorm, so he might just keep that.
Yeah.
And he'll get another one for free.
Maybe he just becomes the Sand King. Blink, Burrow, Sandstorm.
You get Crystal Maiden ulti and be in Sandstorm invis.
Sandstorm, Freezing Field combination. Now that sounds sick. Spartan, Goodbye.
What's Spartan? Even he's laughing about it.
He's like, what can you do, boys? Sometimes you just get one shot.
There's another high ground push from Secret.
Top tower is under attack.
They even have Vlad's now. His armor stacking up. I feel like Brame's best bet is still to find this axe if they can.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's feeling it too. He does not want to give him that opening.
Yeah, they're only showing Sumail right now. He just cuts down at tier 3 for free. No response from Brame.
They scan 11 in the trees.
Okay, so they know he's there. Is anybody going to jump?
Puppy send in the golem.
Sends in the golem, flushes him out. 11's going to have to use his blink defensively, which just means more free time for Sumail to lay into the barracks, and it's going to be a lane for free. They are giving this time to the PA, just to farm. Which is Nubito close to something? Is he trying to find buyback? Like, what's going on here?
Gotta have something cooking. He bought out the Basher, the Shard. He did get the Titan Sliver, working towards Satanic, but he's a long way off that. The name of the game is still Axe Rubik Chen. If you get an amazing Shackle Burrow on this Void Spirit, maybe you can burst him, but there's so much save behind him, and he's way tankier than before with this full Axe.
Yeah.
I don't even think you're going to burst this guy. You need the crits of your life to burst him, so... it's going to be a difficult fight. They're trying the same thing again.
Team Secret, you gonna get caught twice in this same spot? They certainly don't want to go for that Wraith King.
That is not the target you want to find here. Picks up a brand new Moon Shard, and he's just spidering in.
Okay. With the spider legs, he's going to be kind of stuck there for a second as he does get force tapped down to low ground by the Chen. Sumail, his first life is gone.
Still has BKB, though.
He does still have BKB, so they're not going to be able to get a stun in as he quickly jumps out. But at the same time, Thug, he kept on to his buyback. So if Brame can somehow hold for the next minute, he may be able to keep that in their back pocket. And Secret, I mean, they do have Roshan to think about any time, so...
So you saw that move, you see what Sumail is doing. This guy, he's played with our tour for a long time. He knows, just cliff yourself first, then you can't get cliffed. That's the next level of play.
That is some 200 IQ ideas behind Dota right there, SVG.
Can't cliff me if I'm already up there.
Maybe he's mocking our tour.
Yeah. You could drop that Artor spray right on top. That would have been pretty good.
That would have been good. All right, we got a minute 15 until Roshan's going to be coming up. Oh, there it is. The Stifling Dagger stolen on Rubik. What a value steal right there.
You can shackle into the dagger.
Damn.
That's not a combo you thought about.
Dire's middle tower
Gonna try and
is under
siege high
attack.
ground a little bit more. I figured it would be, just wait for Roshan time. Be as conservative as possible. I mean, Team Secret, they've kind of been showing that lately, right? I'm not sure if you listened to the interview, the pregame interview with Heen, but it has been kind of Secret style this season, just to be a little bit more conservative in their approach to the game, and it seems like they are trying to change that, perhaps.
Under attack.
I feel like in general, they've been a pretty conservative team over the years.
Yeah.
Like some people have even called them defensive or farm heavy by nature. They like to play their side of the map in the early game, traditionally at least. Like get to their levels, get to their timings, abuse them to the max, punish you for every mistake. They're not typically seen as this super over-aggressive team, but I could feel they were trying to do some of that stuff this game. It definitely worked for them. Though how much of that was also Brame giving it to them a little bit is another question. I will say, I feel like this PA shard has done some work this game. We didn't talk about it, but he can break this Axe passive, and that's a huge deal for him in this matchup.
And even just the percentage-based damage against these heroes that all... I mean, even Void Spirit has 3,000 HP.
Like, this spell's good.
I'm not sure what these tips back and forth are about.
Brame has been pretty scrappy in this game, but at the same time, Secret has just pulled ahead, and they're basically saying, we're going to get the next Roshan, you can't do anything about it, and then the game ends. That's probably a pretty good bet. I feel like Brame has to contest it at the same time. It's a very difficult contest.
Dire's bottom
Yeah.
tower is
It's going to be telegraphed 100% because these lanes are always getting shoved in by random skeletons, and there's going to be a Harpy Scout which is already flying on that cliff. It's just an impossible contest.
Hey, you got the shard on Axe. So that will decrease the PA's damage by quite a
very
lot.
good. Not if you don't spin, though.
That's true.
You got to spin for the win. And he gets the Axe, too, huh? That's a lot of net worth for your Axe right there.
Yeah, Ice is second in net worth overall. Yeah, that's an interesting. I hadn't actually thought about that because they changed that Axe. Not this patch, but the previous patch. But now with the change of Culling Blade and the stacking armor thing.
Yeah, it helps it.
He's going to be getting so much armor that Culling Blade's going to be dangerous, and they're going to be able to chain stun the PA and bring her down. No buyback available, and Spartan's dead as well, which I'm sure is a big blow to morale. Maybe not necessarily
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
adding too much to the actual fight itself, because it's just looking like Team Secret should just be able to close out the game from here. 40,000 net worth lead, 5 versus 3, well really 6-7 versus 3, with Smail having a reincarnation and Nisha having an Aegis. And, Desire.
More stacks for Ice before the game ends. I mean, Secret just respecting that PA buyback, but they're going to know the jig's up, and this game is going to end real fast.
Dire's middle
Yeah, once they go for it, okay. He's the play. He managed to blink right as Ice goes for his own blink. Unfortunately, they have no damage in response. They can dodge, duck, dip, dive, and weave, whatever that was. Either way, it's not going to be enough. They're going to hide in their fountain, and Secret will close out game number 1.
Did not feel like this was just some random first phase Axe, I must say.
No, it didn't.
He helped run this game over with Nisha, and I feel like it started off that bottom lane pressure, opened that move up for Nisha. He took advantage of it, capitalized, got every rune somehow as well.